Hey my beautiful Capricorn peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome into your July 2023 tarot reading. How are you? I hope all is well. I just want to mention before we start, if you're interested in personal readings, products, and so much more, feel free to check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. You can find that in the first link in the description below. But Capricorn, how's it hanging? Let's see what's going on here for you guys throughout July 2023. So what do we got showing up here for Team Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout July 2023. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 2023. Starting out here with the overall energy for you, we have here a Page of Cups. Looking at the current energy, the Queen of Cups, what you're dealing with in July, the Four of Cups, a lot of cups coming out. Looking at the current outcome, Ten of Swords. I was about to say, we're going to get another cup card, but we have here a Ten of Swords. So definitely giving me cold shoulder vibes moving on into the month of July. I've been seeing that, I feel like, for a lot of zodiac signs, just giving people the cold shoulder. Definitely could be a very emotional time here for people. Now, Page of Cups here to the Queen of Cups. I do feel like you have been trying to be as kind and as nice as you can to somebody, but I'm hearing that there is a limit and the limit is reached. Oh boy. So Capricorn, I don't necessarily know what's going on just yet, but I do feel like you're hitting your limit. We got here the Four of Cups. That's the energy of just giving the cold shoulder. But if a Four of Cups turns into a Ten of Swords, that is the energy where it's like, yep, I've totally hit my limit. I don't feel like I can keep on trying anymore to be in this kind and loving energy with somebody, especially when it's not coming from a place of reciprocity. So there's no reciprocation, I think, coming up here right now with someone you're dealing with. Somebody kind of seems like they're not trying in a certain type of way. Let's go ahead and have a look though here. We're going to go ahead and take a look here and see why we have the Four of Cups. Taking a look at the Four of Cups, we have here the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like you've been in a situation with somebody, Capricorn, that has a lot of longevity and a lot of history. You know, this could be representing a relationship that you've been in with somebody for a couple of years. For, you know, the majority of you, maybe a romantic relationship. For others of you, could be like a business relationship. It could be a friendship. So you might have been around, the kind of like the point here is like you've been around somebody or around a situation for a very, very long time. And I think that that's why you've tried so hard to make things positive. You've tried so hard to make things work. Clarifying the Ten of Swords, we have here the King of Swords. Yeah, I think that it all comes to a point where it's like I have to be willing here to look at it from a serious perspective. You know, am I wasting my time? Like, I have to be honest with myself. Am I wasting my time trying to improve the quality of life in a relationship with somebody if they're not willing to work with me? You know, King of Swords here says I have to have boundaries. You know, I've worked as hard as I can, but it's not very fair for me to be the person doing all the work. You know, it does take two to tango, and you can't be the only one dancing. You can't be the only one doing the tango, or it's not the tango. Taking a look here at what's coming up in your challenge position. What do we got? We got here the Death card. I think it is hard to let go, Capricorn. It's hard here to maybe see that a relationship here has changed, or to come to terms with the fact that maybe a relationship in your life has changed overall. But I think that the Death card here is about letting go completely and having a new beginning. So ending some sort of relationship that you have with somebody seems to be the toughest part. All right, let's go ahead and take a look a little bit into the person you're dealing with here. So first and foremost, you know, how has the person that Capricorn's been dealing with been behaving? I want to take a look at that real quick. How has Capricorn's person been behaving? We have here the Nine of Cups. We have here the Hermit. We have here the Ten of Cups. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. There's definitely a lot to do with alone time is something I'm picking up on about the person you're dealing with here. It's like they seem like they're happiest when they're on their own, or they're happiest when they're doing their own thing. So, you know, you're kind of starting to notice it's like they'll be in a decent mood when they're on their own. They'll be in a decent mood when they feel like they have space. But when it comes towards Ten of Cups here to the Eight of Pentacles, when it comes towards our relationship, it always seems that they will look at a relationship as it needs work, or it needs some sort of improvement. It's like when the person's around you, they're in a completely different mood. They're also a completely different person, is something that I'm picking up on here at this time. I also get the feeling here, though, too, Capricorn, it's like they'll tell you, like, Capricorn, I want to work on this with you. I want to improve our relationship. But once again, I'm still getting that feeling that they're not doing much about it. So Three of Cups coming in over here. I also feel as well like they'll try to potentially in a way make things look like they're better than they are. You know, if you're a Capricorn in a romantic relationship, maybe this person tries to have friends perceive and family perceive like everything is positive and good and well in your relationship, but behind, excuse me, closed doors, things can be significantly different. You know, person you're dealing with can be very cold and very detached. What other information do we have? We have here the Chariot, and we have here the Star. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that feeling here where it's like person you're dealing with will sit here and they'll say, you're the person I want in my future. You're the person I want to be with. You know, with the Star card coming into play here, we aligned with each other for a reason. If this is love and romance, person you're dealing with is saying like, you're my soulmate. We're supposed to be together. But it's like someone's actions here just really don't align with the words that they're saying. So looking at the person you're dealing with's behaviors, they have a lot to talk about, but they don't really have much to show for it, right? So they can say all these amazing, kind, and fantastic things, but the way that they're behaving is significantly different. Okay, so coming into July 2023, like I mentioned, Capricorn, you're hitting your limit is what I'm seeing. Now, what makes Capricorn hit that limit? What kind of pushes them to that point where they've hit their limit? Four of Swords, Strength card. Yeah, these are all cards of detachment, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, I'm just getting that feeling, guys, where a person you're dealing with, they are not focused in the connection that you have. You know, like I mentioned, this doesn't have to be purely romantic. So this could be about Capricorns that are dealing with a friend, dealing with a family member, but you know, you're dealing with a situation here where somebody is just not present. They're not showing up. They're very, very mentally checked out of the type of relationship the two of you have. And I think that the limit or the breaking point is going to be when you need them coming into July 2023 and they don't end up showing up for you, unfortunately. I think that that's the exact limit here. There might be something that ends up happening here in July 2023 where it's like, you know what? It would have been really nice to have them around. It would have been really nice for them to take a look and see what I was going through, what I was dealing with, because I feel like you've been tending to this person as much as you can. You've been tending to their every need. And now when you needed them, it feels like they didn't show up for you here. And that's what I think is kind of getting you to that limit type of energy. All right. Having a look here, though, Capricorn, going forward, let's see what you can expect throughout the rest of your July 2023. So what can Capricorns expect? We have here the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you're getting to a point where you're feeling more self-sufficient. Nine of Pentacles is usually a card that represents being single. It kind of represents you doing your own thing. So coming into the month of July, it's like, yeah, honestly, being able to take care of myself, prioritize myself, do my own thing has been something that's felt better for me than I felt in a very long time. Taking a look here at the outcome for July 2023, we have here the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I think that it's about putting your energy and the investment that you have into yourself instead of this specific person. So I think you're taking a step back here overall. You know, Knight of Cups here is about putting your energy back into yourself is what I'm picking up on here intuitively at this time. So, you know, I think that ultimately here, it's a situation that's been going on for a while. You know, Capricorn, I don't think this is something that kind of comes up out of the blue in July 2023. I think you have a lot of history, a lot of longevity with the person you're dealing with. And it's like over time, they've been becoming more and more cold, more and more detached. And you have been trying to do everything you can to be there for them, to take care of them, to be kind to them, to work on your relationship with them. But I just feel like there's a big bitterness kind of energy coming off who you're dealing with. And I think that, of course, they're all talk and no show because they'll constantly tell you, you know, Capricorn, I want to work on things with you. I want to improve our friendship. I want to improve our romantic relationship. Maybe it's business. I want to improve our business partnership. But it's like their actions have nothing to show for what it is that they say. And they do try to make themselves look better in the perception of other people that are outside of the relationship you have. But ultimately, behind closed doors, it's a real different story. What does that Nine of Pentacles mean? Does that mean that Capricorn is going to be completely kind of tapped out and distanced from this person and only focused on themselves? Yeah, Two of Wands. It's like I have a choice. I can keep on focusing on the person I'm dealing with, but not really feel like I'm getting anywhere. Or I can take all that energy I've invested in them and I can reinvest that energy back into myself. So Capricorn, I do see that happening here for you. Now let's go ahead and move forward, guys. Let's have a look here and see what the most important message is going to be for Capricorn throughout July 2023. What's going to be the most important message that Capricorn has to hear? Keep in mind, it can resonate to anything we talked about, or it can be a completely random message for you. But what's the most important message you guys need to hear? We have here the Three of Wands. We have here the Page of Wands. And we have here, yeah, the Six of Pentacles. You can't wait for somebody to change forever. And I think that that's going to be one of the most massive realizations you have coming into July 2023. It's like, I've waited enough, For some of you, you've waited months. Others of you, you've waited years. But you can't wait forever for somebody to change. And at the end of the day, too, like, them changing doesn't necessarily come from you. You can't change another person, but they have to be willing to change themselves. So I think you're at that point where you're recognizing, at the end of the day, it's their call. The ball's in their court. It's been in their court for the longest time, but it feels like they're not playing the game. And with the Page of Wands showing up here, it's like, I want to go ahead right now and take my time, take my energy, take my interests, and invest it into something that's going to bring in equal give and take and balance. So you want to put yourself in a new situation, Capricorn. I think the most important message is that you do deserve to be in a balanced and reciprocating environment. You deserve to be around somebody who's going to give back the same energy that you give them. It's not about anymore overextending yourself and being left with crumbs. So I think the most important message here for you, Capricorn, is that you can't wait forever for somebody to change. And at the end of the day, you do deserve to be in an equal give and take environment. All right, guys, before we close off your reading, Capricorn, I just want to take a look here and see if the universe has any advice for you before we finish off your reading for today. So is there any advice coming in here from the universe for Capricorns throughout July 2023? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have here the Seven of Cups coming into play here for you. Moving into the next card, we have here the Queen of Wands. And then looking at the last two cards, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have here the Four of Pentacles showing up at this time as well. Seven of Cups here to the Queen of Wands. I'm hearing that it's definitely a time to explore your options. If you're a Capricorn and you're walking out of a romantic relationship, maybe it's time to, enjoy yourself a little bit. And when you feel like you're ready to put yourself back out there in the dating world, give some options and some different people chances, see where things go. Maybe open yourself up to new love. Of course, with the Ace of Cups showing up here as well. Excuse me, guys. But maybe give yourself an opportunity to be opened up here to new love. For other Capricorns, if this was a business partnership, maybe you guys should, maybe get in business with other people or attempt to see your options there in the business world. If it's friendships, it's like maybe try surrounding yourself around different people, or maybe people that you like consider acquaintances. Maybe give them more of a chance. You never know. They can become really fine and awesome friends. So I'm getting that feeling here where it's like maybe if you haven't given people chances in the past, it's like you can try them out and see what happens there, especially in regards to friendships. But ultimately here for you, Capricorn, Ace of Cups to the Four of Pentacles, the last thing you want to do is hold on to your current circumstances. Queen of Wands here to the Ace of Cups says, free yourself, be confident, and dive into new experiences, because whatever comes in on the other side most certainly can be a really awesome thing for you. You never really know what's out there until you put yourself out there. So the universe wants you to go ahead and go with the flow. Keep your options open, because there definitely can be better situations coming in here for you as time continues to progress. Like I said, for Capricorns in business, maybe it's a good idea to keep your options open of people you can work with in business. You might make much better connections with people who you can start to see are reliable for you, bring a good income for you. In regards to friends, maybe you never gave certain people a chance, or certain people chances in general. Maybe try going out with them, hanging out with them, shooting the shit. They might turn out to be like a really great friend at the end of the day. When it comes to love, if you want to be single for a while, be single. But if you want to get back out there and start dating, keep your options open in your love life. Love can come in all different shapes and sizes. It might not come to you as what you've always expected or dreamed of. It can be quite the opposite, but it could still be an amazing connection as well. So I really feel here an energy of don't judge a book by its character, or don't judge a book by its cover, not by its character. Don't judge a book by its cover. That kind of energy is what I'm feeling here for you in regards to new beginnings. Just try to be open to anything new here at this time, because you might find yourself on a path that you really enjoy, even if you didn't expect to enjoy it. Okay? All right, though, Capricorn. With that being said, thank you guys so much for coming out here to your July 2023 tarot reading. I do hope you enjoyed it. Of course, if it resonates, please let me know down in the comments section down below. I am wishing the best here for many of you with with this situation, I do want to mention there's definitely a possibility that things here can most certainly turn around between you and this individual, you know? So I don't want to sit here and say it's set in stone that you and this person you're connected to are no longer going to have a specific kind of relationship, especially with how they've been behaving. There is always wiggle room for the person you're dealing with here to change and to step up and really do what they need to do. But ultimately, this is how it's panning out here for now. But I do want to mention things most certainly could change. So that's always a possibility. And always use your discernment. If you're not interested in walking away here at this time, don't feel pressured as if you have to, okay? So definitely use your discernment as always. One thing I always want to say when you're watching a tarot reading. But Capricorn, I appreciate you guys so much. If you are new here, definitely do consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. But have a lovely and amazing rest of your day. Have a great rest of your July, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love, Capricorns, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.